So how do you get more and better salvage? How do you get those mechs that just seem to always be like 1 or 2 salvage right points away from getting your hands on them? Well, ask no longer, I'll try to give the answer. Greetings, Mechwarriors, my name is TTB, welcome back to Mechwarrior 5, and today I want to talk about the question of how do you get those salvage rights up there so you can get those mechs, because they are quite pricey, and I'm going to show you. And for showing that, I'm just going to go ahead, go into an available contracts and have a look at these two factions right here. One is Devian, the other one here with the dragon is Kurita. Now, if I click on this mission right now with Kurita, you see I am actually not in very good standing with them. I'm at -1 suspicious, so we might have some problems there. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the difference between your relationship with the employer on the one side and your merc level on the other side. My current merc level on this campaign is 3, up here right below your total funds. So your merc level 3 gives you a total of 3 negotiation points. That is your baseline. Your merc level determines your baseline negotiation points when negotiating for contracts. Now, on top of that, you have a modifier, which is the reputation that you have with that contract giver. In this case, House Kurita, they are suspicious. That is 1 point deducted from my total 3 negotiation points, leaving us remaining with 2 negotiation points, and for that, we can just add them and use them here on any way that we please. So for example, we could choose to get more cbills in our payout, or we could use damage coverage and then use another point to go for cbills payout or salvage shares. Quick detour, should you take damage coverage, yes or no? My answer is, if you have a lance of multiple mechs and you are expecting to get hit a little bit, I would recommend maybe getting 1 point of damage coverage, because damage coverage per point is giving you more cbills than just increasing the cbill payout, but damage coverage will just pay for damages. So if you incur 50,000 damage, 50,000 cbills in damage, but you have a damage coverage of 1 billion credits, you only get 50,000. So always eyeball that a little bit and make sure that you don't spend too much on damage coverage. I would recommend maybe 1 point, but that's it. Now, for the salvage shares, as we said, we now have 3 negotiation points, -1, so we are at 2, and that allows us to pump up salvage shares here from the 2 basic to 6, because every negotiation point gives us 2 points of value in salvage shares. Now the total we could have here is 2 plus 4 times 2, it's 8, so we could get up to 10 salvage shares. Unfortunately, this is not going to be possible here, because as you can see, we don't have enough reputation with our employer, and we also do not have enough merc levels. Alright guys, now that we've talked about that, we're jumping now into a different point in the campaign. As you can see, there is a quick draw here, it's a heavy mech. We have jumped a little bit further, and let's go into available contracts now and see what's available here. We are once again on a Devian planet. This time, let me just click on one of these contracts. And by the way guys, the amount of negotiation points you can put into cbill payouts, salvage shares and damage coverage varies in between different contracts. So these numbers are not fixed, they are always jumping around a little bit within reason, of course. So if you click on this contract right here, you can see I can get up to 8 salvage shares for this one. For that mission, we can get up to 6 salvage shares. So let's say we wanted to do the 8 salvage shares mission. Now, we are currently merc level 7 on this campaign, giving us a total of 6 negotiation points. Yet, after some point in time in merc levels, you get less negotiation points per merc levels, just so you don't get merc level 100 and you can just fill up everything. But what this allows us is, let's say we had our 6 negotiation points and we are neutral with House Devian. We can put 6 points into salvage shares right now, and all of a sudden we can claim 14 salvage shares of value from the battlefield. If you want to get a Shadowhawk, by the way, that'll cost you 15. So how do you get that Shadowhawk? Well, this is where reputation comes into play. With Devian, for example, we are their friends, we are their hero. It even says +5 hero here. So we get an extra 5 negotiation points with House Devian. So we can bump this up to the maximum of 18 salvage shares. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a 60 to 65 ton mech that we can claim with this amount of salvage shares. And we even have 3 points over, so we can get some damage coverage and some higher cbill payout. And all of a sudden, instead of 300k, you actually get around 600k, you've got 18 salvage shares, and you have some damage coverage as well. So hopefully that cleared it up for you guys a little bit in how to get those mechs that always seem that few points out of range. To sum it up, you need to increase your mercenary outfit level as high as possible, but you also need to make sure that you choose a couple of factions, or just one faction in this case, House Devion, that you work with almost exclusively, so you get the reputation up high enough that you can benefit from the extra points in negotiation that you get from that reputation. Hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, let me know down in the comments. Drop me a thumbs up, and if you really like this stuff, of course, make sure to check out my Patreon page and see if you want to join Team TTB and support me in making more content. Hope you guys are having a great day. See you next time.